Good morning. I so often seem to start the day sitting in an awkward place on the floor putting on shoes or trainers, but that is how I'm starting today. I've also still got the overhead light on. Let me just turn that off. There we go. So I'm getting my hand knit socks on and my boots because I am finally going to get down to the sea today. My uncle and my aunt, so my mum's sister and her husband, are down for a couple of weeks and they're staying near Whitstable. And today they're going to go to Samphire Hoe, which is near Dover, about an hour's drive from here. So I'm going to go down and meet them and go and see it because I've never been to Samphire Hoe, which is a nature reserve. As I understand it, it is built on, when they dug the Euro tunnel, the Channel Tunnel that goes from Folkestone to Calais. That is right, isn't it? Yeah, Folkestone to Calais. When the earth that they dug out to dig the tunnel, they created a kind of man-made area at Dover, and on it they built a nature reserve. So it's a nature reserve on earth dug out of the Channel Tunnel. That is my very basic understanding. I'm sure I will learn more when we visit. It's going to be quite cold down there. I don't think it's going to get above about 8 or 9 degrees. Not sure if it's going to rain, so I've packed for all eventualities. British weather. I've got a little snack for the car. I'll set my GoPro up and let's go and see what we can discover at Samphire Hoe. Samphire Hoe! Mum's here. My aunt and uncle are over there.
We need a photo of the cliffs behind us.
Yeah, it's a bit more impressive this way,
Yeah,
look.
yeah.
That's good, isn't it? Yeah. You go up and touch them.
No.
You should follow it. Spoils it.
It's hard to believe that I'm just on this sort of very, very calm morning by the sea. I can see Calais. The events that unfolded in the very hours of this morning. There were people that died this morning. It's just so sad. Hello, future yarn. Hi. Hi.
Just haven't done it. It'd be a good boy to get here early.
Hello. Oh, I've had a lovely time. Samphire Hoe was brilliant, and the people that worked there were so friendly, and they, you know, had a good old chat with my uncle about some stuff, and we had a lovely walk. I'd definitely go back there. There was definitely bits I could still do, and you can walk from there into Dover as well. Anyway, I've just stopped at the shops on my way home because I don't know if I mentioned this, but last week the cat, that's not our cat because we don't have a cat, jumped up onto the surface where Phoebe's iPad was charging, and it just knocked it flying and it smashed. So Dan took it in at the weekend to get the screen replaced because it was totally shattered. So obviously Phoebe was at school and she was a bit disappointed when she came home to find that her iPad that she'd bought with her own money was all smashed. However, I now have it. It is here. It has been repaired. So I picked that up and now I'm going to get home, and I'll be home in time for Phoebe getting home from school. And that's another task completed that we now don't have to do later. So that's good. They had an honesty box at Samphire Hoe. I'm just looking for, as usual, I'm looking for my phone and it's underneath the camera. Where they were selling plants for £1. So you put in a donation of £1. So we all of us got a tomato plant, because I haven't planted anything this year in terms of edibles. So I've got a tomato plant. So I'm going to get these home and give them some water. And then I've got everybody's here because I will drop. They're all still going to be down in Whitstable till Saturday, I think. So I'll get all their plants to them at the weekend. This is all stuff you don't need to know. Let's go home.
Prothero. Suddenly.
I'm so thirsty. Got a gigantic cup of orange squash. I've got about 20 minutes before Phoebe walks in the door. So I think I'm going to stick something on YouTube and start another chicken. Just for the next 20 minutes. Once she's home, I have to start sorting out the kitchen because I haven't cleaned up from breakfast this morning. Tidying up, getting ready for the evening, sorting out dinner. I don't have to worry about Lilia. She's cooking dinner tonight for her and her boyfriend. So I'm just going to sort out Phoebe and Dan and I. I've got a fit of walk in as well. We did about 1.5 miles around Samphire Hoe, which was good. It was a very leisurely walk. It's really nice to do, a nice slow leisurely walk and just take in the surroundings. But if I get another couple of miles in, that'll be good. I feel like I've done the walking I like to do. So I'll work that out in a bit. But right now, I am going to do a bit of crochet and a bit of sitting and relaxing. And I have nothing else interesting to say. Just doing dinner, reheating something from the freezer for Dan and I. We had ages and ages ago, I did a sort of turkey enchiladas recipe. It wasn't very good, but I've still got the, some filling left. What's wrong with my sideboard? I think someone's dropped a knife and damaged my sideboard there. Nothing ever lasts, does it? What was I saying? Oh yeah, so I've still got the filling that I kept frozen. So it's kind of like a turkey chilli, so I'm just going to add a bit of chilli to it. And Dan and I are going to have that with rice, and Phoebe's going to have some sausages because they were also something that needed using up in the freezer. she's got trampolining, and Dan and I have just decided that we're going to go for a cheeky little drink at the Wetherspoons while she's at trampolining. Just to explain what I was opening, my sister sent me some lovely gifts. They were all Alice in Wonderland themed, the lovely bag and this charm that you would have seen. But I thought I'd just explain that she has taken to keeping, she's like my dealer, she's taken to keeping me in my lapsang souchong that I absolutely love. So I was running low on this, and she sent me some more to top up my supplies. And this she got me with this my mum made this. We were doing needle felting one Christmas because I was into needle felting, and my mum made this, and it's an owl, but it's the most terrifying. It doesn't, I don't know, it was like a cross between a zombie owl and a dead koala or something, I'm not sure, but it's absolutely terrifying and horrible. And it's become a thing that we try to swap around between the three of us, and one year it turned up in my birthday card. I wrapped it in with her Christmas present this year, and now she's just got it back to me for my birthday. I'll have to think of an occasion to get this. Maybe I'll hide it in my mum's house. My mum watches these vlogs. You won't know if I'm going to do it. One day you might just be walking around your bungalow thinking, is it here? I'm in possession of the Hoot Owl of Death. And this, by the way, is also based on a story. The owl thing became a thing because of the story that Greg Davis, the comedian, told on the programme Would I Lie to You, about the Hoot Owl of Death. If I can find a link to the YouTube video of it, I will link it underneath. And that's why this is the Hoot Owl of Death, and we try to plant it on each other. Right, back to cooking and to stop talking nonsense. Right, it is about 6:15 and I'm going to walk to the pub. Dan's going to drop Phoebe at her trampolining. Lily and her boyfriend are here, they're going to be cooking dinner. I feel like I've said all this. Am I repeating myself? I probably am. That's what's happening. But I've decided I'm going to get an extra couple of miles in by walking to the pub. I'm not going to put my trainers on or anything. It's only a couple of miles. My boots are nice and comfy. Just going to change into a slightly thinner jumper so I don't get too hot. And I'll meet Dan there. And that is the end of today. I hope you've enjoyed this little trip to Samphire Hoe. It was really interesting. I remembered when we were there that when the Channel Tunnel was being built, I must have been at primary school, and which is ages 4 till 11. And I remember going on a school trip to like a visitor centre that they had, all about how they were digging the tunnels. And it just all came back to me because they had a little mini exhibition of pictures about the tunnel. That's their temporary exhibition at the moment. And it just brought it back. It was really interesting. The wildlife was lovely. They're renowned for having the black bee orchid? No. Or the early spider orchid. The guy there showed us a picture of it, and we had spotted them, but we hadn't realised that they were significant. But apparently that whole area is renowned for those particular flowers, and they're all out at this time of year. It was really, really good. I'm definitely going to go back. Probably take Dan, probably take the girls in the summer. It'd be lovely to go for a picnic, just on that big wall looking out to sea and over to France. Right. Going to get my boots on and start walking. I will see you tomorrow. It'll be Wednesday and day 24. Oh, happy St George's Day. St George's Day today. It's 23rd of April, isn't it? Happy St George's Day, and see you tomorrow.